This week we are discussing the nervous system, their stress response, and autonomic balance. As you approach your postures, take them on as a balance between sympathetic and parasympathetic, and as a balance between strength and ease. The ancient yogis referred to this as Sthira Sukha Asana, which translates to steadiness and easiness of posture. We will begin with chair pose. This posture demands that we use the strength of our lower body while remaining steady and balanced. It is a good reminder to embrace and celebrate our strength daily. Begin from mountain pose. Bend your legs as if sitting in a chair. Your feet can be together or separated for stability. Keep your chest upright and open. Your arms will be lifted up and out or straight forward for balance. Maintain a neutral spine and a slight lift in the pit of your belly to keep your low back spacious. Your legs will stay strongly engaged. Activate the line from your heels to your hands. Your gaze can be straightforward and slightly lifted. Limited range of motion in your ankles might limit the depth of the chair without arms needing to go forward for counterbalance. Adjust accordingly. If your shoulders are limited in range of motion, simply change the angle of your arms for comfort and stability. If overall strength is an issue, don't go so low while you build strength. If you need more stability, take your feet wider left to right. Our next pose is chair twist. This pose is a variation off of chair pose. It is great for leg strength and spine mobility. It's another posture that teaches us to be in the eye in the center of a storm. Start in your chair pose alignment. Draw your hands to your heart center while you lift and expand out of your low belly. Twist to the right, keeping your spine in an uphill position. You can keep your hands at prayer or take your arms out wide, placing your forearm to outside of your thigh. Keep your hips and knees in a steady position and never force the twist. Keep an active line from your hips to your crown and from hand to hand. Your gaze can be up to your lifted hand or past your top shoulder towards the ceiling. If overall strength is an issue, you can place your forearm across both your thighs for support. If you're unstable, simply take your feet wider left to right. If you have a spinal injury or limited range of motion, lessen the degree of twist accordingly. Now let's move on to our first of the balance postures, eagle. The one thing that I always tell my students is that the only way to practice balance in anything is to experience imbalance with compassion and curiosity. This rings true whether it is in a yoga pose or in our lives. Don't struggle with the imbalance. Simply observe and continue returning to your breath. From mountain pose, wrap your right arm under your left and your right leg over your left. Keep your spine vertical with your shoulders stacked over your hips. Your bottom leg should be bent like in chair pose. Lift your elbows to shoulder level and press your arms slightly forward to vertical forearms. Keep the squeeze of your arms and legs active along with your core to maintain stability. Feel the line of action from your standing foot to your crown. Your gaze can be straightforward and slightly lifted. If you have limited range of motion in your shoulders, try grabbing your opposite shoulders, or you can place your hands in prayer. If overall strength or stability is an issue, you can just do the arms or you can just do the legs. Another option is to place your top foot toes on the ground or on a block. Our next balance posture is tree. In nature, trees are in total alignment with the universe, ebbing and flowing with whatever comes their way. They exude strength and steadfastness in all moments. This pose is great for strength, balance, and total body coordination. Let's begin in mountain pose. Lift your right foot and place it somewhere inside of your leg, preferably above or below your knee joint. Reach your arms straight up while maintaining a neutral spine. Engage a connectivity in your entire body without over-efforting. Keep an active line from ground to ceiling. Your gaze point can be straightforward and slightly lifted. If overall instability is an issue, simply work with your toe on the ground or next to a wall until you build balance.